Hello friends, so today we're going to start the project design section. Now project design section is meant for generating detailed kind of PVSS reports including very detailed parameter, technical parameter plus very detailed costing parameters also. This section is a professional section we can say, and this section is also professional section, but we can say from this section we can generate a short specific report, okay, single page report, okay, and the time consumed also is less in this particular section, and it requires a not a very a very hours of time, but comparison to this it requires a little bit more time to generate a report, okay. Mainly for designing of solar power plants and as recommended in companies, so generally designers use obviously this section because in the companies we want for our clients or for presentations we want a detailed report, okay. So and today we're going to see here project design section, and the project design section when you click it, so you can work, you can generate technical report of grid connected power plants or stand-on power plants or pumping power plants, or pumping solar water pumps or DC grid systems, okay. So we're going to see one by one. First of all, we're going to start with the grid connected solar power plant, okay. So click on it, and then a very detailed kind of window will going to open, and here the menu bar is there, project, site and variants, okay. So project, to create or load a project, site, open site, okay. Variants are basically the sub files of a particular project, okay, or we can see that with collection of variants make a particular project in PVC. So all the things we're going to see in further. Now first thing is the project's designation, which you have to configure in this particular below window, and in this window we'll have to start with the project file name, okay. So file name, or this is the project name, okay. So the project file is saved in PVSYST with the extension .prj. It is clearly visible, okay. This is the extension of the project files to be saved in PVSYST, please remember. Now let's give a logical name. Let's suppose 10 kilowatt, let's suppose 50 kilowatt solar power plant, or we can say 100 kilowatt solar power plant we have to design, and it is grid connected, grid, and let's suppose you can also type a particular area name also. So we can New Delhi, okay, let's suppose, okay, and India, okay. So this is a logical name in which the type of the power plant, capacity, location is clearly visible. Anybody can easily able to open this project. If you are not there in the company, your team member can also able to identify in the particular computer system and locate it, okay. So this is the file name and the project name. You can copy this and paste it here, okay. Now second thing is that you have to give the site file name, okay, or connect the site file. Means that in PVSys will want the environmental data of the particular site, which is New Delhi here. So environmental data means the solar radiations data, wind data, okay, and temperature data. All these data are very important for generating technical report. So how to do it? So here you can see this option, choose site, click on it, and this window will going to open. You can search for a particular site. PVSys is having a very worldwide sites, very beautiful database. If you find any site which you require here, these are the names of the sites and towns, country, and from where the database source is also given. Means database source is basically here. This is meteorological database source. Means meteorological means this database source is a database source which only gives the environmental data of a particular site. So PVC is having is inbuilt database source called as Meteonorm 7.2 station, and in this particular database all the we can able to see all the file site details and environmental data also is there. Once we want to see the further how to see the environmental data, so we have to search for New Delhi, so you can search directly from here. So let's suppose see or Delhi, we can say in short. So Delhi is there, okay, this India, so you can use it. So you can directly click OK, and you can able to see that now it is selected. Okay, now this is the message bar, orange color messages are shown. So every time you have to check if there's a message or not. So here no PV Meteo files available in this defined area 10 kilometer. So it is the message. Considering increasing the maximum search area in the project setting, you can still use the Meteo based database button to import new Meteo files. Okay, or directly save project. This will automatically create a synthetic file. Okay, now it is saying you that how to proceed. Okay, first of all, PVC see that whatever site you select now, so is the same site database is available or not. Otherwise in the PVCs there is a setting to select the particular Meteo file, means the weather file. See, site file is different, and site file is a particular parameter which we have locked, okay, or configured that this is our site from the Meteonorm database 7.2 station. Now with this site file there will be a Meteo file. What is Meteo file? Meteo file is the meteorological file, means which contain all the weather data, means solar radiation data, wind data, temperature data of this particular site. So that should be also here configured. Okay, so for that it is saying you that you can so right now it is PVC is checked once you locate the site file here. So PVC is automatically checked its meteorological file or Meteo file in short. So it has checked, but the exact Meteo file is not available. So the next things PVCs do is it search the nearest Meteo file within 10 kilometer radius of the selected site. Okay, that is also not available. That's what it's saying. So it is saying you that you can do one thing. First of all, that you can go to the maximum search area option in the project setting, and you can increase the searching area radius, okay, from 10 km to 20 km, 30 km, and PVCs will recheck it, and if any nearby Meteo file site is available, then it will automatically lock it here. Okay, otherwise instead of going to the maximum search area and change the settings, you can also go to this particular save button. Once you click it now, then it is of no need to go to this maximum search area and changing settings. PVCs will automatically do it for you. Okay, so it is a best way. So we will go and use this option. So click save active projects. This will save your project also and connect the Meteo file. So right now it is in the progress of connecting. So please don't click here and there, otherwise your system will get hanged. It will not respond. Okay, so PVC is a very sensitive software, so you have to keep patience. Now it is saying you to save your project because we have clicked the save option. So I will going to save the project with the project name. Please check the name, and you can also see that directly where it is going to be saved, and click save. Now see, my Meteo file is also connected by the PVSYST. Now please remember that the extension of the Meteo file is .met. See here, and this is my Meteo file name, Delhi _ Safdarjung. This is the name of the place, short name for New Delhi. Okay, and MN72 means this Meteo file is also taken from the database source Meteonorm 7.2. So the short form is MN72 underscores SYN. SYN means that this Meteo file are in the form of synthetic file, means PVSYST is having all the database, all the meteo file database of a particular location in terms of monthly data. Okay, like for January, February, collection of data is there in the form of monthly database. Okay, so all is stored in the metronome database of PVSYST. Okay, which I told you. When PVSYST connect here the meteo file, then it convert the monthly data into hourly data. Means conversion, same data is there, but only it convert the format to hourly data. So that is called a synthetic. That is called a synthetic file. Okay, so just converting the format from monthly to hourly data for the same location and from the same database source metronome, and then it becomes synthetic file. Okay, so that's why it is given SYN, means synthetic, and .met means it is extension for the metronome file. Okay, so now it is again saved synthetic, I have already told you, and 0 kilometer. Okay, so it is add automatically saved now our meteo file, and we are good to go further. Now please read the message. Now the orientation is not defined, so now we have to define the orientation bar here. Okay, and means that we have to define the tilt angle and azimuth angle of the solar panels and further things. Okay, but before going to this thing, we will be checking out the one more thing, that if let's suppose you are choosing a site. Okay, I am talking about any other case. Let's suppose you are searching a site in this list. If any site is not given, it can happen. Okay, it can happen. So it has many sites, but not all the sites worldwide. Okay, so how to import a site, and how to import the meteo file of the related site if you can't able to find your site in this list. So we're going to see that thing in the next lecture video. Okay, so please do practice for today, and we're going to see the next topic, that importing of the new location if it is not given in the list, and the connecting meteo file. Okay, thank you very much.